Merhaba, hoş geldiniz. Özlem from Özlem's Turkish Table. Today we are making one of my favorite salads. It's spicy bulgur wheat salad with pomegranate molasses, Kisir as we say in Antakya. I love it so much that it is actually the cover of my book. It is a wholesome, gorgeous salad. It's actually, we call it bowl of health. And you'll be offered this lovely salad when you are invited to a Turkish home as a welcome when you visit them. The finished salad will be like this, and I'd like to decorate a few pomegranate seeds if you can get hold of. It is a wonderful salad that you can make ahead of time because the flavors develop and actually it tastes better the next day. And what we use traditionally on this salad is fine bulgur wheat. So it is much finer, as you see, from the coarse version. So this is the fine bulgur wheat, whereas this is the coarse bulgur that you get in the supermarkets. You can get fine bulgur wheat in most of specialty stores, Turkish stores. But if you can't get hold of fine bulgur wheat, you could use coarse bulgur, but please cook according to your packaging first before adding into your onion. Or you can coarse the coarse bulgur a few times in a food processor and make it finer. So what I've done is I'm using fine bulgur and I added diced onions in there. And then I am adding a specialty ingredient called pepper paste, biber salçası, as we say in Turkish. The ratios that you would use about 350 grams of bulgur wheat to about 240 ml hot water to in this mixture. If you can't get hold of red pepper paste, biber salçası, you can actually make at home. I have a recipe in my blog, özlemsturkishtable.com, as well as in my book. Or you can substitute with more tomato paste and you can add red pepper flakes to it. Now, before I add the hot water, I would like to go hands-on and give bulgur and onion a really good mixture. I washed my hands, but I will do one more time because we need to make sure we have clean hands for that. Because mixing with your hands really makes a difference than using a spoon, because then you'll be infusing all the flavors and also you'll be softening the onion, because the onion we use here, as you know and see, it's not cooked. So I have diced onions here, about one onion, a tablespoonful of pepper paste, and about a tablespoonful of tomato paste, double concentrated tomato paste I use. And I washed my hands, and now I'll go hands-on and give them a really good mixture. So what you do here is you are infusing that lovely pepper paste, biber salçası, tomato paste, to the onion as well as to the bulgur. And also you are softening the onion when you do that with your hands. You can't do this with a spoon because really they won't be blended in as well as you would have done with using your hands. And I must say, it's really therapeutic, really relaxing, involved making it with your hands. So that's great. Everything is blended, as you see. It's a nice color. And I'm gonna wash my hands again. Perfect. Right, so we will now add more flavors. Before that, let's add our hot water. So about 240 ml we said. Gonna add my hot water to it. And you know, you don't need to cook bulgur. Add a bit more. You don't need to cook fine bulgur with the over the stove top because it is finer version, and it's already, actually bulgur is a wholesome whole grain. It's already cooked and pounded and dried, so it actually needs only only a little bit of hot water to reconstitute itself. If you were to use dried bulgur though, that's a different story. Coarse bulgur, as I mentioned here, that's a different story, and you would need to cook coarse bulgur on a little saucepan per package instruction for about 10 minutes or so. And I usually double the amount of water I use in fine bulgur if I am using the coarse bulgur. And many of my friends use coarse bulgur, and it works perfectly well too. It's not as traditional, but these are the times that we need to make the most of whatever ingredient we can get hold of. So don't worry. If you can't get hold of fine bulgur, by all means use coarse bulgur, but first cook according to your packaging, and then start adding your onion. Look, all that water almost evaporated. It's amazing, isn't it? It just takes it all in so quickly. Now we'll add more flavors, and one of the things that is distinctive of this beautiful salad is pomegranate molasses. As we say, nar ekşisi in Turkish. It is a fantastic condiment from southern Turkey. I actually grew up in Antakya. I need to show you my grandmother's 450-year-old home. That's a banner for my book that I use at my cookery classes and events. So that was the house that I spent my childhood, 450-year-old. And we used to have pomegranate trees, lemon trees, young walnut trees, and we used to pick up from the tree and freshly squeeze the pomegranate juice. And then my grandma and my mother would boil the pomegranate juice, boil down, simmer in a way that almost most of the moisture would have disappeared. It would become a really thick condiment, and then they would bottle it. Now I'm very lucky because I got the real thing from Antakya, pomegranate molasses, freshly made, and while I was teaching in Fethiye in Turkey, owner of Mozaik Bahçe restaurant is Hüseyin Bey and Deren from Antakya. So they kindly gave me their homemade pomegranate molasses. I was really overwhelmed. Look at the consistency. It's so thick, but so glorious. It is tangy. It is, excuse my fingers, it's gorgeous. Lovely, tangy flavor. You know, pomegranate molasses is really the new balsamic vinegar. It's packed with goodness, and it adds so much flavor into salad. So I add the pomegranate molasses. Now I'm adding my olive oil, a couple of tablespoonfuls, and I'm going to now mix this mixture again. Make sure everything is blended. You could, you know, use your hands doing this mixture again. And then more flavors. I'm a big fan of lemon. My children knows that I have lemon with almost every meal by the side, and it's very good for you. So that's my lemon squeezer gadget. Hopefully I will get it to work. Hopefully. Right, while my daughter is having a nice right giggle. Almost there, guys, bear with me. Yes. Here we go. My lemon squeezer. Wow. Right, that's great. I added my lemon. And mix again. Gorgeous. And now I'll be adding my other ingredients, which is diced tomatoes, some lovely spring onions, or green onions as they're called in the US, and flat leaf parsley, or if you can't get hold of flat leaf parsley, use curly parsley, no problem at all, and give them a good mix. Isn't it looking lovely? And I tell you what, I make the salad usually a day ahead of time because the flavors blend in, marry much better. It actually tastes much better, and you can keep the salad good 3 or even 4 days in your fridge. Makes a fantastic lunch. It accompanies grills beautifully. And then as a final touch, we can add some lovely decorated leaves. Pomegranate seeds, and we could get a nice little leaf like that. And the way you eat it, you can hold and put your Kisir salad to it and enjoy. That's our Kisir salad done. Well, I hope you enjoyed this easy recipe. It is at my cookery book, Özlem's Turkish Table. You can get signed copies through my website, özlemsturkishtable.com. Also, it's in my blog. If you search in the search button in my blog, the recipe will pop out. And I hope you enjoy making this delicious, wholesome salad. Afiyet olsun and many thanks.